Up some chuckers here, show you how I cook them, and then give you a chance to pick up on it. I use green peppers, yellow peppers, and red peppers and onions. And we cut them and slice them like this, then cut this, so we're going to drape it around the bird, around the breast, in alternating colors. Put some onions with them, and we'll season them up, put them in this electric frying pan. What we got left over we'll use to garnish cook with the rest of the birds. Now we got 4 freshly cleaned chuckers here that we shot earlier in the film. Now we're going to season them up. Doesn't take much. This is poultry seasoning, and then we're going to put some black pepper on. Make sure you get them all the way, and then a little garlic. Salt. I already put pepper on it, so that's it. So now, next thing we do, we'll take these loops like this, and I'm going to stick a toothpick in them just to make sure they stay put. Like that. We'll take a red one, put a red one over like that, and then we'll take a green one. The green ones I got it in 2 pieces. I cut them ahead and forgot how I did this. So we'll put the green ones in like this. And put this in like this. Then we'll take white onions and put the break it so it'll lay against the breast. And skewer that into the breast. Now we're going to put them in an electric frying pan. Just set that bird into the electric frying pan like that. And then set bird number 4 in here like this. And now I need to get a little bit, get the wine in. This is a little bit of dry cooking wine. Red, kind of a pink catawba thing. And we'll put about whatever size jar this is of water in there. So we're going to simmer these. Now we're going to fill the rest of that up with the leftover peppers and onions. And just throw them in like that, around them. Nice, good sized pieces so they don't cook down so much. So smother them with these nice tasting peppers and onions. If you don't cut them up too much, they won't cook down too much. And this is only going to cook for about an hour at the most. Now I think we've got just about the right mix. This is a by eye thing. Whatever you figure comes out right, you go ahead and call it enough. It looks like it's got enough garnish and enough vegetables to do the job and impart the flavor that we're looking for. Turn the heat on up to about 225 to get it going. It's going to boil pretty quick once we cover this. And in this pot, it comes up on a bell and condenses, and then it drops down, and all that flavor goes down through them, the peppers and the onions, and then it keeps it down. We're going to put a little more garlic on it while I'm thinking about it. A little more garlic never hurt anybody. Garlic is good for you, so we garlic the whole thing here. And then put this back on top. I make a sauce with creme de menthe and either strawberry or raspberry preserves to dip this wonderful breasted chucker in. And it's pretty simple to make. Just start with a 1/4 pound of butter. unwrap the butter and put it on a frying pan on medium. I use medium for sauces, good sized frying pan. And then get the frying pan, get the butter going downhill here. And this is some strawberry preserves that I bought by email, or not eBay, I don't know if it was eBay, but it was by mail order from Utah or Idaho. Bought a whole case of these and they were excellent. Now the thing is with the chuckers on the bland side, so you want to give it a nice, like the French say. You know, the French did 3 things right. They gave us the Statue of Liberty, they gave us French cooking, and they gave us French kissing. After that it was kind of downhill, but it's in the sauce. It's in the sauce. So we make up a sauce here that's a combination of flavors. The strawberries are really sweet. Creme de menthe has got a tang, but I'm not using the creme de menthe with alcohol in it. And you know, people that don't like to cook with alcohol, that alcohol cooks out. It boils at 170 degrees, so by the time you're done with your dish, the alcohol is gone. We use this, I'm going to kick this up a little bit to get this going because this butter's taking longer to reduce than I expected. So we'll kick it up a little bit and just keep moving around like this, and you're going to see this stuff all meshed together. I'll break this up a little bit and it'll go faster. And get it going, get it mixing together. Now, like I said, you got a combination of flavors in the sauce, usually opposing flavors. So here we got lots of sweet and lots of rich. And for that we're going to add, I made some pheasant bouillon the other day. And I cooked the pheasant legs. They're so tough and they got so many veins in them, and not veins, but these tendons. I cut the hindquarters off and cook them down and make soup. And let them cook 10-12 hours, and then I strain the broth for bouillon. And we're going to add about, I've probably got 3 ounces of pheasant bouillon to this strawberry preserves and butter. We're going to cook this and let it reduce some more. And we're going to stir this up a little bit. It cooks out the moisture. It will thicken up. And you get a nice rich looking red sauce. And then when we put the green creme de menthe in it, it changes it again. It gets kind of maroon. And it's starting to thicken up already. See that? Now it's coming back. Just keep, yes. Now it's starting to smell good too. Now, this is a creme de menthe that they use for, it's a sauce that they use for ice cream. There's no alcohol, but you got the creme de menthe flavor. So, I use my handy measuring cup here. Oh yeah, it's got that. You see, it's a thicker consistency. And if we'll put about half of that in, and we'll cook it some more, stir it some more. I love this electric fry pan. It just, moisture comes up and brings all that flavor up, condenses, and it drops right back down to the bird. And that's why it gets so moist. And cooking with moist heat always makes everything tender. And that's why the toughest cuts of meat are the most tasty, but you got to cook them slow and with moist heat. And it's the same thing with the birds. This is not a tough bird like pheasant, but it cooks up so moist this way and so rich. And we just keep working our sauce while we watch the chuckers go. And I may need to add a little more preserves to get this to thicken up. It may need a little more preserves. We decided here that this is going to need a second jar of preserves. So I'm adding just the preserves without the out the sauce to see if we can't get this to thicken up some more. It's a little bit loose. I think we need more solid in it. Get it to cook up thicker. It's starting to simmer, which is where we want it to do. So we're going to add the strawberries. It's kind of like a pie filling to keep the liquid out. The other strawberries, and now it's starting to really look good. One of the nice things about cooking is you get to taste it. And here in just a minute, after I stir this, this is really looking good. If you like butter and you like strawberries and you like cream de mint flavor, this is something that will tickle your taste buds. So you just grab a little bit like this and we'll let that cool just a bit and see where we're at. Yeah. We are there. Now we'll just let it cook a little longer. We'll just let it cook a little longer because that chucker breast with that sauce poured over is going to almost put you in heaven. So we'll just let this cook a little. So we'll cut the heat down. It's a little too high now. We don't want to scorch it. We just let it cook a little more so it'll reduce. Get a little thicker. We'll let it simmer like that. We'll let it simmer as long as the chuckers are cooking. We'll cut it back so it's just barely bubbling. And then we're going to take a look and let's see how our chuckers are doing. They're doing pretty good. They're way too early, but let's see what the breast feels like. It won't be long. It won't be long. These only got to go about another 15-20 minutes. Even the legs are getting tender. See that? So we'll cover that chuckers up. I'm not going to cover the sauce. I'm going to let that just go like that. Cut it way down so it just bubbles. And he's going to go about another 15 minutes. So that's probably only going to be 40 minutes to cook those chuckers. So we'll check it then. It should be, the chuckers need to fall off the bone when you go to check them. That's when they're done, when the breast will just separate from the bone. So we'll cut them and let it cook. This is ready to be poured into a container to be held until we're ready to eat it. So we just make sure we got enough containers to hold all the sauce. And I did a smart thing by putting it on a plate. I've got a second container here. I'll put this one over here. Oops. And pour the balance of the sauce into that container. Now, we'll shut the burner down. This over here. And now we're ready to deal with the chuckers. I think I can get away with this. I'm pretty sure they're done. Pull them out. Now, before we do this, we're going to do cook's taste test. Got to do a little cook's taste test. Letting that cool. We're going to get a little bit of the sauce in here. So we can see what the final product. The cook has always got to know what he's putting on the table. Just like I expected. Delicious. Good fresh chucker with a sweet strawberry sauce.